have a good time. Stand by, everybody. Here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. That's right. We are back and ready to kick off the 2023-2024 season in League One with Grimsby Town. Now, I know I said that I might leave, and in truth, I did get 2 job offers this offseason, which is 2 more than I've ever got while employed at a club. PFK Metallursk Zaporizhzhia, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, a Belarusian side, or a Ukrainian side, I'm sorry, were interested in me. But I think we all know how my last trip to the Ukraine went, and I'm not going back to Ukraine, so no. And the other offer was from AFC Bournemouth, who are in League One. So again, not an improvement over my current position, so no. But we're finally getting those job offers, which is good. I am very excited about the possibility of perhaps leaving Grimsby Town at the end of this season if the Mariners can do well and perform well, and we'll have to start up against Oldham Athletic to open the season. Let's hope we can get a good result against them and against Walsall in the Capital One Cup. I'd really love to get past the first round, make a good showing in it. Because goodness knows, if you look at the board's expectations for this season, we are expected to reach the 3rd round of the FA Cup, the 2nd round of the Capital One Cup, or the League Cup if you prefer. We're expected to be above mid-table, so this is about where we are expected to be. There are no more surprises coming out of Grimsby Town. We are expected to be challenging this year. And they don't care about the JPT, which is the only one that we've won in my entire time here other than promotion. So, thank you very much, board. Before we get too far into today's episode, one quick comment on YouTube to get to that was left while I was away from Bob McBob, who commented all the way back on episode number 7, correcting my pronunciation of one of the Welsh teams. It's pronounced Aberystwyth. There we go. Hopefully I got that right. Thank you very much for that comment, Bob. And to all of you who leave comments on YouTube, I do read each and every one of them, even if I don't read them out on the air, on these streams. I do appreciate each and every comment that you leave, as well as those likes, so thank you very much, all of you out there on YouTube. As for everyone here in Twitch chat, let's get to the update on the international front. The full debrief of the Gold Cup, which I think we can all agree was a very, very good Gold Cup. We were expected to reach the quarterfinal. We were runners-up. What a fantastic run we went on. No shame in losing 2-1 to the States, as we did in the last episode of Mr. Unemployable. Let's take a look at the overall status of the Gold Cup here. MVP went to Carlos Fierro from Mexico. 8 goals in 5 appearances with an assist, 8.38 average. Well, duh. Of course that's going to get you an MVP nod. The second time Carlos Fierro has won the Gold Cup MVP, the last time being 4 years ago in 2019. Currently with Tottenham, the $41 million man on $300,000 a week. Oh, the Spurs must be loving him. That is quite a good player to have. Other awards to look at here. The best 11. We got 2 Canadians. We got Russell Tybert and Derek Smith. Smith, who actually just got his British citizenship, so he is now a dual national Canadian-English defender. So he now counts as an EU national. Good for him. Other people on that best 11, Keylor Navas from Costa Rica, Kyle Dietz and Omar Gonzalez from the States, Jamie Wiley from the States, Ivan Ochoa from Mexico, Emerson Hyndman and Bob Quinn from the States, Russell Tybert from Canada, and Derek Smith, as I mentioned, Carlos Fierro and Alberto Garcia up front for Mexico. Not a shocker that Fierro is on the best 11, although in a supporting role. Sort of the, I guess that would be the number 9 target forward. Still, 8.38 average, he's getting the job done, as did Garcia, 5 goals, 4 assists, 7.92. That's about what you expect from the top 2 strikers in the entire Gold Cup. Elsewhere, goalkeeper of the tournament, well, no surprise there, it was Keylor Navas, with only 6 allowed in 6 appearances, 2 clean sheets, 6.82 average. Pretty good showing from the 36-year-old. Golden Boot, again, Fierro, no shocker there. He absolutely lit it up with 8 goals, actually equaling his second, I should say. His second Golden Boot haul with 7 goals in 2019, again with Mexico. So this guy's going to be a thorn in the side of people. And he did that 4 years ago when he was 20. So Carlos Fierro, the great hope now for Mexico going forward. That's going to make things pretty dicey going forward. And the goal of the tournament. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Jordan Hamilton against Mexico. He skins an opponent on his way to scoring a placed shot from close range. Thank you very much, Jordan Hamilton. Goal of the tournament. That's a nice little feather in the cap. That makes me feel pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good indeed. You got to think, Mexico winning the 3rd place match over Costa Rica and Canada finishing right up to the States is a very, very good Gold Cup for us. So I'm very happy with how that all played out. No other real shockers to talk about there, but there is one important thing to talk about on the Canadian front. If we go to the Canadian rankings here, look at this. We have shot up to 76th place, back to where we were when I took over. So, look, listen. I'm not saying that I have been a horrible coach for Canada. I'm saying that I've been trying to rebuild the program, and there have been certainly some less than spectacular moments, but we are back to where we were, and now it is time to improve on that going forward. As we continue World Cup qualifying, we need to continue to build and go forward. Smits, Hamilton, Arid, Tybert, and Gasparotto will be key components going forward. Gilberto is certainly falling off, reaching the end of his career, so we're not going to be relying on him going forward. But we do have at least the bare minimum to get forward. I would love another striker to show up and support Jordan Hamilton. But we'll get there when we get there, not a moment before. So going back to the domestic front now, that is the international update. Going back to the domestic front, let's see what's been happening in this off-season. And it's been quite an interesting one, if I must say so. Of course, those of you who've been watching previously know that Tolga Ceylan has finally been brought over from Arsenal. We bought him for peanuts. Paid peanuts to get Tolga Ceylan, who's been such a core player to this squad. Making $4,500 a year. He's absolutely worth every single penny we pay him. And we can afford him. We can also afford to bring in Ryan Yates from Leyton Orient, Andy Keeling from AFC Bournemouth, Corey Longstaff from Middlesbrough, and Ryan Payton, who we brought in on a free transfer after the English trial days. He's a prospect. He's definitely a prospect, that's for certain. He's also wanted already, so I might be sending him out on loan sooner than later, but he's going to be the replacement for Callum Connolly. Connolly has just hit that wall and has not done very well for us, but looking at this Scottish defender here, 16 heading, 17 jumping, I can build that up. I can definitely build that up, and he's only on $1,500 a week and worth $165,000. Yes, indeed, I will take that. I will absolutely take that any day of the week. On the out column, Jamie J goes back to North Ferriby. They really love Jamie J619 over in North Ferriby, and I know Jamie's watching this episode in Twitch chat, so there you go, buddy. Your namesake, the player you donated to have named after you, he is still tearing it up with North Ferriby United. Jonathan Quinn, Tom Eaves, Danny McKenna, Dan Turner, Ryan Hibbs, Adam Newton, and Danny Ball all out the door after their contracts ended. Bit disappointed that Newton never developed the way I wanted him to, but such is life. Ball, well, that was no shocker that he was going to be leaving us. Ryan Hibbs, not a great season with us. Dan Turner, just never really turned out. Danny McKenna, the great servant that he was to this club, actually finds work very quickly. He's now with Dagon Red, making $625 a week. A little bit of a pay cut for him, but he will be a great component of that squad, I think. He will serve them well. Tom Eaves, still without a club after leaving, but Jonathan Quinn, immediately picked up by Yeovil Town, who are in League One, so we will be seeing Jonathan Quinn on the other side of the pitch this season, which is going to make for an interesting, I think, reunion. $3,200 a week, so he did take a pay cut to go to Yeovil. Couldn't be bothered to take that pay cut with us, but such is life. Callum Ainley, this was the big one. 3 big sales this offseason. Callum Ainley to Sheffield Wednesday for $350,000. That is insane for Callum Ainley. But hey, the Sheffield Wednesday rates him, and I am only too happy to turn a massive profit on that. Matt Parker to Swindon Town for $150,000, so that underperforming cranky right back is gone. Ben Corner, Luke Sim, and Roger Dodds all loaned up to our affiliate FC United. Alan Brown loaned off to Boston United. Andrew Jordan loaned up to FC Halifax. And the third sale, Cameron Brannigan. Oh yes, we finally offloaded him. $150,000, so very much below his value. But it's money, and it's to AFC Bournemouth, who are also in League One. So we're going to be seeing Quinn and Brannigan coming back in this League One campaign. Hopefully not to bite us. Hopefully. But we'll see how it goes from there. One very big thing to point out, too. Hopefully I can show this here from my profile screen. Does it show my license? I don't think it does on the stream. The point is, I finally convinced the board to give me a B license. So I am currently training for my my Pro B license, whatever it's called, because we had a bit of money in the bank. We have a bit of money in the bank. $1.29 million currently our profit margin, thanks in no small part to the $2+ million in season ticket sales. Like, we've just been pulling in money hand over fist from season ticket sales, and it's really not hard to see why. When you continually do well, when you get promoted, $1.7 million last year, 1.7 this year, plus all other expenditures. I mean, we're currently at 2.2 million total this season in season ticket sales, which is absolutely fantastic. That's the core of our income that we really needed to be competitive in League One going forward, and I'm so happy the good people of Grimsby Town. The Mariners et al. Are finally getting on board with the club. That's going to keep us going, and I'm very happy. I mean, we are projected, if we go to the overall look at the financial page here, we are projected to be 1.41 in the red by the end of the season. I'm hoping a little bit of prize money gets us the other way, and maybe a few TV televised matches, a few good maybe away crowds in a cup match, get the income back up there. But still, we got some money in the bank, and we got the potential to keep it there. And again, we're $28,000 under payroll after shedding all that salary in the offseason. That's what I wanted to see. Hopefully, all that money shed off of our wage budget, we can stay afloat. One final little piece of, I found this hilarious news before we get into today's featured match against Oldham, and it concerns the Voyageurs Cup. Specifically, the Ottawa Fury. Specifically, how they have won the Voyageurs Cup. So in 2023, the second division Ottawa Fury defeat FC Edmonton in the preliminaries. They defeat the Impact over 2 legs on penalties and defeat my beloved Whitecaps over 2 legs cleanly 4-1. That is absolutely insane. An NASL side will be going to Champions League to represent Canada. Congratulations to the Ottawa Fury, and a severe finger wagging there at my beloved Whitecaps. But let's not dwell on that. Let's get into today's match here against Oldham. Exeter already defeating Colchester to kick off the season. Tom Hunt suspended and 4 players out injured. That works out well for me. As you can see, our friendlies here in the offseason, 0-0 draw against Brighton Hove Albion, 2-0 loss to Lincoln City, defeated Queen's Park Rangers. I'm sorry, that's not QPR, that's just Queen's Park FC. It's a Scottish club. 1-0, 4-0 over Cambridge, 3-1 over Southport, and 1-0 loss to AZ Alkmaar, which is a very, very good result for us. And then we beat up on some local affiliates, 3-0 and 5-0 over Louth and Grimsby Borough. I tried to have our traditional match against FC United as is part of our affiliate deal, but they continually said they were too busy to meet the requirements of our affiliate deal, so not quite sure what the deal was there. But such as it is, I'm sure I'll have a mid-season friendly to fix that. On the squad today, we're going with Higgins up front, Keeling at the right back, McGoldrick and Hickford in the middle, Robson on left, Brimmer in the hole at D-mid, Yates and Carroll forming the midfield, Ceylon, of course, up front, Scott and Pilkington backing him up. McEwen on the bench, Rodrigo Cunningham, he has really 7.06 average to date. He's the real deal, folks. Rodrigo Cunningham looks like he might just be the real deal. And I am all too happy to get him into the 18. Corey Longstaff, of course, Connor DeMaio, who is still on the squad, but he's still very much wanted. No offer has come in that is worth his value, but I am going to be putting him in the shop window and trying to sell him on. He's on a pittance. He's playing for peanuts. $7.75 a week is nothing. If I can make a little bit of money off him, get close to his 150 value, I'll take it. Hornby there, Ambler, who again, youth shall be served. He's looking like he might be ready for some more official minutes here. And without Brannigan, he is now the natural backup to Tolga Ceylon, and Andrew Azuka, third striker. We still have Azuka and Pollard. Pollard's still shaking up an injury, but I am a little bit concerned that our strike core might be now weaker. It is certainly more affordable, but beyond Scott and Pilkington, the fall to Azuka and Pollard is not good. So we may see about swapping them around either mid-season in the January transfer window or in the off-season at the end of the season. We'll see. We'll see if it's necessary. But let's get into it. The gang's all here, says Twitch chat. Yes, indeed. Let's get to it. Media-friendly boss Rituro joined Grimsby Town in July 2019. He's been in charge for 4 years, and already Twitch chat is predicting a loss. I'm so glad that I can come back after a little holiday, a little break, and already we're right back into the Rituro out banter. I love it. Alrighty. Okay, let's do that. And let's keep a very close eye on those strikers, because you know they're going to be dangerous for us. Very interesting 4-4-2, 4-1-3-2, I suppose, technically. Defensive-minded. We'll see how this goes. A little morale boost, sure. They're not really buying it. I mean, I think they've... Oh, there we go. They really proved that they're ready to go with those friendlies in the off-season. Let's get right to it. Grimsby in their red and white. Oldham in their blue and white. This is, I believe, an away match to kick the season off. We'll see how we perform away from the cozy confines of Blundell Park. Would love to see a win to start the season, and considering the board wants us to really perform, there will be no hiding. There will be no hiding if we end up with mediocrity. Certainly after our massive collapse last season, to go from a playoff spot all the way down to mid-table was not good. But it is more a fair reflection of how the squad performed, or where it should have been performing all year. That we were in the playoffs was certainly an aberration. Though it was nice. Oh, Sean Scott just barely missing. Top corner there, already 3 shots to none. 77% possession. I like it. I like it a lot. Ceylon already standing out, 6.9 and climbing. Oh, he's back down to 6.8. But still, we brought him in to do great things, and he is not going to be challenged by Cameron Brannigan this year, that's for sure. It's going to be the Tolga Ceylon show. He will be the straw that stirs the drink. He will be the engine that drives this attack, with support from Yates and Carroll. Keeling so far showing well on the right. Now Oldham are really starting to take the game to us. And, oh! Just past the near post. That's not good. It's only 2 shots they've taken all game. They've been close. Off target. But close. Pilkington short to Yates. Back to Keeling. Yates. Carroll now. Inside to Tolga Ceylon. Finds Pilkington. But he was offside. Oh, do not like seeing that. Don't like seeing injuries in the first game of the year, and especially to Pilkington. Can he make something happen before the half is out? Oh, that's a horrible missed header. McGoldrick, what are you doing? On the post! And McGoldrick recovers. Oh. McGoldrick, come on, buddy. You can't miss those headers. Only 1 shot on target. It goes to Grimsby. I think that'll be Azuka coming in right away. And we'll flip him for Sean Scott, who's performed better on that left side role than Azuka ever has. Alright. Keep it up, guys. You can do it. Oldham's always been a tough match for us. So if we can convince them that good things are coming, maybe we find that goal to win it. I am going to flip to a more counter-attacking. We've been keeping possession, which I find hilarious. But I feel like that will come back to bite us, because they're just hitting us on the counter now and making us pay. We are the away team. Let's keep in mind that Oldham will be under some pressure to perform in front of their home fans, especially to open the season. Let's see if we can lull them into a false sense of authority here. Punish them on the break. Tolga Ceylon. To Azuka. To Scott, who hammers it. Well struck ball, except for the accuracy. Okay, I have no problem with that. So without Pilkington, who's our set piece taker now? Is it Carroll? There's no Quinn. Man, I may have to, after this match, I may have to double check all the set pieces and make sure that I actually have people who can strike a ball other than Pilkington set up behind him. Goldrick not having a great game. That may signal the arrival of Rodrigo Cunningham on site. Davies crosses, but Robson is there to head it away. Yates can't get there in time. Phillip all alone hits oh, he's offside. Whew. Thank goodness. Alright, yeah, McGoldrick, I'm not too happy with how you're performing today, buddy. And that's not so good. But Scott is on the end of that ball. Oh, he cannot keep it down. The venom was there, that's for sure. McGoldrick did slightly improve. Let's not pull the trigger too quickly. Let's think this over. Thomas Robson having a great game on the left. That's what I want to see. Carroll. Oh, that was a very good strike by Ryan Carroll. Well taken free kick. Very Pilkington-esque. Must be said. The short corner, or the near post corner. Not the best one. Brimmer back to Carroll. Brimmer. Yates. Scott. Not striking the ball well at all today. And Ceylon looks a little bit beat up here. So let's bring on Alan Ambler. Youth shall be served, youngster. Let's see what you can do. And then looks like McGoldrick has picked his game up, so I won't pull the trigger there. I think instead we'll bring on Longstaff. Longstaff seems like the guy I'd want in this case. Where do we put him, though? Because we can put him anywhere on the back line we want, except for Robson's spot. Hickford's looking beat up. Brimmer's looking okay. He's more a D-mid than anything. And they say advanced playmaker. I think, though, I will put him in for Brimmer. Actually, no, Hickford looks pretty beat up. Oh, I bring in Cunningham. See, that's the thing, right? Cunningham is good, but he's not full game ready. And Hickford and McGoldrick are still my first line of defense. Let's go with Longstaff. We'll put him in for Brimmer. Let's see if that helps. Just to see the game out, if nothing else. Well, it hasn't cost us a goal yet. That's all right. Well, that'll probably be a yellow for Carroll. There we are. First one of the season out of the way early. And Higgins looks long. Ian Higgins has, for all intents and purposes, taken the starting goalkeeping job from James McEwen this season. That was I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but either way, it missed its target. And the score remains deadlocked at 0-0. Keogh looks long. Ambler can't get to it. Nobody in a red jersey can get to it. And Johnson goes over the head, but Hickford strong there in the aerial duel. Connors up to keep it in, and Carroll knocks it right back out. This should just be clock management at this point. I don't foresee anything dangerous happening, and indeed, Keeling is just going to thump that into touch. Not worry about it at all. So I think our first thing to check after the game will be, is Pilkington injured? And hope that he isn't, because we need him firing on all cylinders this season. Scott trying to run after this, can't get there. It's going to be a long throw from Robson, his specialty. Can he make something out of this? There's the throw. And no. That should be the game, and indeed it is a 0-0 draw to start the season. A point is a point is a point. You can't say no to that. Would have liked a little more, though. 7.4 from Robson. Great match for him. 6.9 for Keeling on his debut. Happy with that. Yates, 6.6. Not exactly inspiring confidence. Tolga Ceylan, 6.8. And no rating to speak of down there. Unlucky today, I would say. But a point is a point is a point. And we start this campaign to remain in the mid-table on the right foot, you might say. Certainly not the wrong foot. That's good enough for me. Next time on Mr. Unemployable, we will go to the 1/4 mark of the season and see how Grimsby Town are doing in the league and in the cup competitions. Will we still be able to meet our goals of second round of the League Cup, above mid-table in the league, third round of the FA Cup, and no one cares in the JPT? Oh, we can certainly hope so. My name is Rituro. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite. Tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget, you can always join us here in Twitch chat and watch these episodes live as they are recorded, where folks like NG Wolfgamer are letting me know that he has started a save in Poland, or he's survived in Poland, clawing back up to mid-table, but he's still on the hot seat. Good luck to you, NG Wolfgamer, and hopefully good luck to me. My name is Rituro. You can just call me Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Alright, and Pilkington's not injured. Alright. Turn on.